Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another round of the Red Alert 2 World Series. Tonight we have fighting out of the red corner, the man who wrestles lightning. We have Legend, the God of Thunder. And fighting out of the yellow corner, the man who needs no introduction. He is your hailing and defending Red Alert 2 World Cup champion. He is the nightmare beneath your bed. It is Quas, the Death Robot. And without any more of this ridiculous voice, let the games begin. Now, Ed, have you played this map? What do we know?
Never, but when I did see it, I was like, oh, damn, it looks like a really, really good map for 2v2s. We just haven't tried it yet. So this is a nice little trial right now. It's been around. He had it. He uploaded it. But because he was pumping out maps like so damn quick, a lot of people just like you know how you just 10 maps come out at once. You just look at one, the favorite, right? And you ignore the rest. But this is one of those that was kind of ignored, but it's a really nice map. It looks like a really nice map, at least.
Yeah, interesting. So early MCV move here from Quas, Legend not matching. Interesting. This whole middle zone can't be built into, which is kind of interesting. But there's gems sprinkled throughout it. Is it worth? God, if you had a refinery, would it be worth it to have the miner going through all these hills to collect sporadic gems? Maybe late game.
Yeah, maybe late game. Maybe once you're done like mining the big patches, then of course just send one out there. But I don't know if that's the intent of it. Maybe I know Frank hates drones chasing him. Maybe he threw it out there to slow down the drones.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, big middle center. Can't imagine that France has much going. I guess more of like a defensive map control France. I mean, certainly you're not going to be offensively base walking. I think it would be almost impossible.
Yeah.
We'll see. Put these guys in here. Let them put their thinking caps on. The Quas already. I mean, I think that early MCV move here, he's figuring out now, stretching down. Quas got a nice build. Legend on some good patches here, but AFC already out for Legend. Get the paradrop going, but he needs to be considering an MCV move here. Grizzlies off to the races.
Yeah, both players doing a really nice thing with their miners, just sending them out there for the gems. They're both kind of just long distance mining, but it's worth it. Get those gems as soon as possible. And Legend already has 4 grizzly tanks on the gem miner. If he takes out that miner, it's huge because that miner's been mining those gems long distance.
Oh yeah,
and he doesn't get it.
that was a really nice map awareness. Yeah, I mean, what's a full war miner loaded with gems? What's it worth?
2K, I believe.
2K, yeah. So that was a really nice map awareness to jump in there. And Quas had a drone that he lost there. And Legend looking good. You gotta love in the chat when it's like, you know, if you schedule a game 3 days in advance, it's hard to know how a player's going to be feeling, and it matters how a player's feeling. But you love when a player in the chat, I love that Legend came in here, saw that Quas was playing great Red Alert 2. He saw Quas beat Marco, and he said, let me in. I want to play. And I love that. I love when you got a player who sees someone playing their best and says, give me a crack. Offensive paradrop here. A lot of time we've seen more defensive paradrops in regular Red Alert 2. Yuri's Revenge, obviously the paradrop's a lot stronger. You see them being used, weaponized more often. In RA2, oftentimes you're using them more defensively. Baits a couple sentry guns, doesn't get much else done though. Nice defense with the flak track.
Yeah, pretty nice here. But he has like, he's hovering around with these grizzly tanks, just kind of has Quas in control here, right? He's just kind of keeping them at bay. He can't move his MCV anywhere else. He's gonna have to force defense here for a little bit while what's it called, Legend on the bottom left, stretching all the way on the bottom side now.
Yeah, Legend, no MCV move here, pumping refineries, though. He's got a good build. I don't know if he needed that MCV. I mean, maybe he didn't need the MCV move. Okay, now the Rhinos pushing back a little bit. Legend forced to regroup. Legend going to try to get this right side. Needs to be careful with this right side split. Oh, wow, they converge perfectly. Nice.
Yeah, he might even be able to get the split from Quas. Doesn't take the chance here.
Big MCV move here. Quas matted to wearing a little bit. He says, come for the MCV. He's maybe trying to pull Legend's attention a little bit. Maybe likes his odds, but Legend says, I'm going to go the other way. God, how's Quas going to... Legend's going to get himself caught behind enemy lines. He's going to be committed to this attack, and I'm not sure... Oh! Quas over to drones?
Are coming.
Quas over to drones. Legend dives on a war factory. Going to pick up a miner as well. And...
He sends like 10 tanks bottom side, or 7 tanks bottom side. Legend's fighting that off as well, just in case we miss that split there.
Okay, yep, yeah. So Quas's split, that was Quas's backside, his little trick up his sleeve there. 1 miner down, 2 miners down, 3 miners down. Legend Oh, the miner's getting gobbled up. Okay, so now Legend pushes. Legend did get that MCV. Legend out tanking on this side. Is Quas over to drones on the top side?
Oh,
Oh,
that
the elite
elite is
rhino.
gonna be so devastating there. He might be able to handle the 7 or 8 tanks, but with an elite, I'm not sure. He needs a larger group of grizzlies there. While he's trying to buy some time here on the bottom right
Oh,
side,
he's gonna
still
pick up
pressuring.
so many miners. He's gonna feast on these miners. Legend picks up a few miners. Quas pulls out of that attack on the backside. I thought he was looking good down there.
Yeah, he was looking really good down there. He
Wow.
has Legend got a lot of grizzly tanks as well now on that backside, but yeah, Quas is not done. He's actually bringing his tanks right back into the pit of what is it called, miners in there.
Yeah, okay. And both players, man, just destroying miners right now, wrecking miners. Standing and gunning in the middle for Legend. He's got a couple of vet grizzlies in that group. His backside reinforcements get befuddled, but I think he's okay. Oh, and he chases back on the left side, gets his own elite. Legend pulls ahead on that left side. Didn't lose his MCV, so Legend up in MCV right now, so Legend can afford to slow things down, but topside elite going hunting.
Yeah, and what's important to note right now is Quas is on 3,500, so he's still pumping, no brakes on him. Legend, he's bottoming out over and over. He's hitting 0. He's only left with 4 miners here, so he's not going to be pumping out these grizzlies as fast as Quas is pumping out his rhinos.
Legend now amputating, selling a couple of refiners, trying to keep money in the bank. And in those kind of attacks, guys, when you see the little delays in the armies and you're asking, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? You see how hard it is for me just to keep up with the camera. These guys are trying to jump in between and manage their tanks. Oh, and Legend's that top side group from Legend. He does get the elite out, but does get loses a couple tanks. One Rocketeer chipping away. But yeah, these guys
they're really
you don't
playing a cat and mouse game, huh?
Yeah, wow. And now an MCV move here from Legend. Legend trying to get his economy back underneath him, like you mentioned. There are some gems now by this MCV. That could definitely help him here. Legend, few dogs into the fight. Fodder advantage for Quas. Legend thinks Quas is strung out there, tries to hop on that. Now maybe going to try to play that higher ground.
Yeah, that's a lot of dog fodder here by Quas, and he's using it just so nicely there, putting it all the way in the front there.
The elite out for
I don't
Quas.
think Legend can. Yeah, Legend can't fight this, right? He comes out with some grizzly tanks alive. I thought all of them were gonna die, but yeah, a couple of grizzlies make it out alive. I don't know if he can come back from this anymore. Legend's playing fantastic though.
Sells the MCV. Yeah, that's going to be it. That last engagement, and I think I'm starting to kind of understand that a little bit more. When you see that engagement there, you say why, and the answer was it was a 10% chance, but he was about to get rolled on the backside. He knew he didn't have his macro underneath him on the backside, so you have to take that risk. You have to roll the dice. It's not good odds, but you go down swinging.
Yeah.
Go down swinging. I guess if you don't have your macro behind you, you're only going to fall behind more. Really, really well played by the Legend though. All right, guys. So this point again is now just swapping spots, swapping factions. Man, I love that run and gun allied style, man. That was a fun point from Legend. He had that really nice move that developed into that MCV snipe. He came at it from a really interesting angle, the way he looped around, got Quas trailing. But I really like that from Quas. It's so tempting to get on your heels. How do I defend? How do I defend? How do I defend? And one of the best ways to defend is take 6 rhinos or take 6 tanks, loop them around the backside, and fight fire with fire. And Quas's counterpunch there was really what kind of slowed down Legend's attack. Worked out well for him.
Yeah, it worked out really well for him. He sniped like off the bat, like what was it, like 3-4 miners, and then he just got an elite, looped around, and sniped a couple more miners. Yeah, those grizzly or those rhinos did so much dirty work.
Crazy.
Oh, look at this guy.
What are we looking
MCV
at?
move right away.
Oh.
Pretty damn early on here. Only 1 miner on the field, so his second refinery is not even built before he moved this MCV. That was very, very, very early. I wonder if it's worth. Keep in mind, everybody's testing out the maps and the pushing them to their limits, right? We don't know if this works. Is this the viable build? I don't know.
Yeah. I think the early MCV move makes sense. Last time, bottom left, we saw Legend with that stretch down to this patch. It was a bit of a stretch. He didn't get there till the mid game. Yeah. So now both players. Yeah. Now that both players are gonna. Oh, and Legend's gonna drop and run. You're now gonna go up to this gem patch. Legend's playing the drop game. It's second MCV move here.
Yeah, and that's something that we've seen Woody, one of the best players in the world. That's something that he does. I think I saw him on Coldest Peak. I think he was just moving his MCV, dropping a refinery, moving his MCV, dropping a refinery, moving his MCV, which is very dangerous because you're putting refineries on like vulnerable spots. But he relies on his own skill to be able to like stop and prevent players from attacking him. And here we see Legend kind of doing the same thing here. Second MCV move, damn early on, 2 minutes in the game. Does he do it again? Because he has that next little patch right there of gems on the left side.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, in theory, the Soviet player versus Allied, you know, you feel like you got the dominant firepower early on, but I like the challenge that you're proposing to the Allied player. The Allied player's got the speed. The Soviet player now has so many targets. The question is, can the Allied player leverage it? Use some paradrops, as we see paradrop on the right side here. Use hit and run and try to get some value out of this. But Legend's asking a very difficult question. I'm gonna take I'm gonna eat up everything on this map if you let me. So come at me. Try to put some pressure on. Let's see. Paradrop backside. Paradrop, come on. Buddies, GIs, you guys dug your trenches too early. Go, go, go. Rocky down.
And Legend's aware of that paradrop. He's setting a Rhino back. I think he's going to try to squish these here real quick. But the paradrop's enough to keep his attention.
Yep. Nice little miner
snipe. Goes right around.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and he brings some Grizzlies over on the backside of these GIs. I love watching Quas, the synergy with the GIs and the Grizzlies. Again, didn't play that the way I had expected, but the sentry gun did come out.
I'm coming right down the middle here.
Oh, and he grabbed one miner. Now looping around. He's gonna dive on that miner. Oh, I hope he gets it. He paid it. He paid a toll. He paid a toll. 2 miners down. Is that what Quas got out of this? And Quas still running circles on the right side.
And if you look back at his base, you're like, how many Grizzlies does he have? Oh, he has an army still.
Okay,
like he still has,
second wave coming, and then this other paradrop. Quas is onto something with the paradrops, man. Quas, I really like how the way he uses the RE2 paradrops. Gets a lot of value out of him. Ooh, okay. Dude, we're not getting bored in here, Ed. We're not getting fucking bored today, man. Wow. Legends?
Yeah, so Legend on 3 war factories here. That after losing 2 miners there, you got to question whether he can sustain those 3 war factories pumping out those rhinos that quick. But so far so good. He's not going broke. Nice little. I guess is the gem patches that he got, right, keeping him afloat for now.
Yeah, he got
he's
some
gonna
early
have to move his MCV soon though.
And Quas has got to like this engagement bottom side. Legend tried to get himself out of that by throwing some rhinos downfield. Not going to work. And now all of Quas's Grizzlies come back together nicely. Legend, couple rhinos trailing, and another pair. These paradrops just materializing.
Right, they're not even dropping. They're just there.
Yeah, they're just coming out. They're like the Dune Sand Warriors, just springing out of the sand. Oh, and the miners. It's a day for miner hunting. 2-pack, 3-pack.
3 miners go down. He might even win the tank fight. Jesus Christ. Another miner goes down here. No, doesn't go down.
Quas is smoking something different, man.
And then it's like, okay, go back to his base. Yep, another wave of Grizzlies coming. He never stops, man.
War machine on the backside. He did have one. Did he have one MCV? Did he move his MCV at all, Quas, on this one?
He did move it once, closer to the bottom left or bottom right side.
Oh my God, Legends bottom side. Look at those tanks. Oh, you guys are going to meet your buddies? Nope.
Jesus.
Nope. And I think at the top level, you know, it's like diamonds cutting diamonds. You have to have, like, at some level, you can't beat, like, if you're an S-class player, you can't get better beating A-class players at some point. You have to get someone who's better than you to make you better. And I think Quas spending time over on Rambo with Chinese players, he's leveled up. And like I said, I think he's still got enough juice in the tank. He's got still kind of that creative energy where he's still playing a little bit in terms of, like, trying different things and experimenting and being open-minded. And I think that makes him even scarier. Yeah, Quas is the guy to watch right now for sure.
Yeah, man, I agree. Well, we'll have to see how he handles France. Legend, how good is his France? You watch him play France more often than I do.
Legend's got a good France. I mean, at this point, it's like take away Quas's faction bonus, maybe put a speed nerf on him. I think we make it like golf. I think the handicaps become a normal thing. Like, if someone's playing too good, the algorithm, we ask ChatGPT, we're like, hey, we feed the games into AI, and the AI says, hey, if you want a barn burner, Quas is going to have to start building all of his buildings 5% slower. You know, just put just make handicaps normal. Just be like, just nerf and buff players based on how good they're doing, you know? I mean, but like I said, Legend. I like Legends France. I think he spent so much time playing against France and playing with France. I think he has a good eye for it. I don't know about this map. I don't know if it's viable. I suppose you could try to carve out. I don't know. It's a tough map for France, I'd say. But regardless, I don't know I don't know what or who it would take right now to beat Quas, because Quas is dialed in.
Yeah, if I see this from the perspective of I say Luke Z, and him playing France, I'd say it's a very nice map to play France on, only because you have a lot of cliffs around your base and around your
Okay.
bases that you're gonna stretch out, and you can if you play it like Luke Z plays it, where he makes like maybe like I don't know, 15 grizzlies in the entire game, and then just focuses on cannons
Yeah.
everywhere. Like just imagine that type of like play style, right? Cannons literally everywhere. He just stretches cannons, and then
Multiple
just super weapons
MCVs,
behind it.
lots of
Yeah,
MCVs. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I forget there are, kind of those different France play styles. I think you're right. The style of like Luke Z, where it is, it's almost like a boa constrictor. Like it looks really defensive and turtley, and then all of a sudden he controls the entire map and then just squeezes the life out of you, like you said, with only maybe 15 Grizzlies.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that could be good. But Legend gonna play a little differently here. Super early battle lab, almost like a Yuri's Revenge opening here. Already over to Mirage tanks. He can micro these miners to safety. Wait, can you? Okay, yeah, micros the miners. Mirage is out for Legend. Okay, or Purifier out for Legend.
Oh, 6 miners here for Quas. 6 miners also for Legend.
I do
So they're
like
pretty even. Or Purifier is huge this early on.
big to his economy and can start pumping the Mirages. And then we get into that Deso Bomb Mirage dance. I like this though for Quas or for Legend. I think sometimes I think one of the more frustrating things is to watch a player smash his head into a wall, crack his head open, realize the wall didn't move, and then try it again. And I think for Legend to mix it up a little bit here and just throw a different look at Quas, because I don't think today's the day is not the day to start to try to beat Quas dogs and rhinos versus his dogs and rhinos. I don't think that's in the cards today. So I like this from Legend to like mix it up and go for this early tech and just give Quas something different. I like that idea.
Yeah, for sure. And he still hasn't built a cannon here just yet. He does have the AFC, so he might have a cannon ready. Not too sure, but once the split starts coming, you have to have a cannon, preemptive cannons already out, right? You don't want to build a cannon while you're being attacked, especially if you're getting split on. So 1 or 2 cannons on the field right now would be pretty nice, at least to defend his lab, his miners, just preemptive.
Deso Bomb's gearing up. Yeah, Rocky's out. Well, Legend he didn't have a surplus of money. Now some money behind him. Harrier's coming. We saw this in the game versus Marco. So important for Legend to try to disrupt these Deso Bombs. He doesn't know which one. Oh, playing the shell game there. Loses one Harrier and does not get the Deso Bomb flak. It was like, which one has the Deso? Follow the flak track. Which one has the Desolators in it? Because one of those is geared up, but he destroyed one, but it was an empty one. Harrier's disrupting the Deso Bombs is big here, though, and keeping these Rockies alive to clean up the Desolators once the flak tracks go down. Of course, once you Deso Bomb, you're going to lose the flak tracks, and then the Rockies, in theory, can come in. Multiple Deso Bombs now. And we saw Quas, his surgeon-like precision versus Marco in a very similar situation. But Deso Bombs, it can go either way. What do we got in this IFV? Do you see, Ed?
It looks like a little spy going out there.
I like it. I like this. I like we're seeing Legends Yuri's. This is how Legend plays Yuri's Revenge. It's funny to see it in Red Alert 2. If you guys are unfamiliar, Red Alert 2, the tanks build a lot faster, so it's a lot harder to try to tech up and do these kind of things like spies and battle lab tech. But yeah, Legend playing Yuri's Revenge with Red Alert 2. Spy on the backside. MCV moving. Okay, yeah, this is spy. If this gets in this war factory, that he sells the war factory. And he tries to get the. Okay, so that was a spy. Sold the war factory. Would have been huge. Oh, big engagement left side. Cannon's out. Mirage is out. Desolators go down. Legend tries to hop.
Ooh.
He tries to hop. It doesn't work. There's another cannon in the zone. He desoed a lot of his own rhinos. Unfortunately, he had about 1 million.
Did. This is a nice push, not a game-ending push, I don't think. I think Legend can push him out here, or Quas is just gonna run out on his own. Those Mirages do so well chasing Rhino tanks, though. You run away, it's basically just more worth if you just commit to fighting them, because your tanks are dying out anyways, So you'll get some value behind it. Some of those Rhinos came from the other side hurt, didn't they? What happened out there?
Oh, Desolators! Ah! Okay, wait.
Rocketeers are there. They're gonna look like they're gonna try to snipe those Desolators. No flax on the field. Flak cannon was ready though. Nice.
Flak cannon, nice. Takes both those Rocky. That's annoying. And now Legend. So now Legend's gonna try to go miner hunting, try to get a little value here. I like the idea. Value would certainly be nice. Picks up a war factory, and he forced that sell on the other one. So that's 2 war factories down. Should slow the Soviet machine a little bit in theory. Losing that, he lost that AFC with 4 Harriers on it. That's an unfortunate hit.
Yeah, but most importantly, he survived that initial attack, right? The longer the games go, the better usually allies get, right?
7K
so right
in
now,
the
he
bank?
moved his MCV.
7K in the bank for Legend.
And he moved his MCV. He's gonna his macro game is gonna be on point here as well. So
Whoa.
he has that going for him.
Come on, Legend, give us a game, buddy. Dude, Legend, he's playing beyond himself right now. Because this is one of those games, we haven't really seen Quas make any big mistakes. Legends just going toe for toe right now.
Yeah. Again, I think Legend needs more cannons.
More cannons would be nice. He's got 7K. I'm kind of a little questionable. He's rebuilding his Harriers back up. I feel like some Rockies. He's got money, get a few Rockies in, but certainly more cannons. I would feel so much safer with a nice blanket of cannons tucking me in right now. Mirage split topside. Oh, forward barracks, nice.
Yeah, cannon. He's moving his MCV really nicely here. I think he's prepped up another IFV, juicy spy possibly there. But he could look into making a service depot and an extra MCV so he can expand with a cannon ready as he's moving his MCV, just so he can get more ore patches.
Telemining this gems in the middle. What do you think about this? Quas isn't going to allow that, but he's going to try to grab some gems, micro him out. Where's the micro? Wait, Mirages. Oh, there's a Deso bomb. Precarious gets the Mirages to the cliff so they can get a few shots before they go down. Cannon now pummeling. Mirage on the left side coming back.
Desolators are there. Meanwhile, he spied the war factory.
No way, he got the spy in?
Yep.
He got the spy in. MCV.
He's gonna kill the MCV.
Does he have a service depot?
He has no service depot. Oh no.
Okay, and
he needed that service depot.
No service depot, so the Allied Dragon has had his head cut off. He's got plenty to cook with, and he's going to pick up some rhinos here. No Deso support in this group. Another big MCV move from Quas top left. The spy got in. Now, does he go Grizzlies? He's going to go Vet Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are the thing.
Yep.
He has 10K in the bank right now. He should be spamming, like you said, Rocketeers. He still has the AFC, so just get them all loaded up. 4 Harriers on the field. Start sniping barracks. Start sniping whatever you can here.
MCV going.
MCV.
AFK Grizzlies. That was a little teabag. That was a little flex. Let him go AFK.
Yeah, he does kill it, and no service depot for Quas either. So,
Try to pick up a miner as well. Does get a miner. Quas over to a ton of drones. Drones to deal with the elite. He's he gonna get another miner here? He will. Oh,
he does.
Nice. Okay. Oh,
Deso bomb gets dealt with. Deso bomb does not get to deploy in time there.
How did he countered it with the Harriers?
It blew up. He just wasn't able to get it down in time before the Rocketeers.
Oh, the Rockies chopped him up. And look at these Grizzlies. Blood in the water. Desos to the front lines. Wow, boys. Are you not entertained? What a fucking banger. Grizzlies.
A new batch of Grizzlies on the left side there pushing in. I don't even think that Quas can contest it with his own Rhino tanks here. He is going to take out another war factory, possibly another miner here. No, he's going to commit.
Dance a little bit. Rockies
He's all over him. He's all over him.
Octopus status for Legend, fighting from the grave right now. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Dude, Vet Grizzlies. Yeah, Vet Grizzlies are nasty business.
Yeah, they are.
And 18K behind him. You expect the G's to be coming here from Quas. Rockies hitting where they can. Topside, nice little 4-side split. And I like it's one of those games. Getting a win here as well, but getting a little momentum in this one. Not eking your way into a win, but asserting some dominance. Not only for your own mental energy, but maybe chip his mental energy down a little bit. Because Legend's smothering Quas right now. It's very, very impressive.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Quas, I don't think he really has much much action here anymore. And I don't think he can do anything to win this. Deso Bomb, regardless if he gets a
Yeah.
nice Deso deploy, those are vet
Yep.
Grizzlies. They'll just run right through those. They don't care.
Harrier's coming in and try to disrupt. Oh, big. He uses the Desolators as fodder. Probably could have blown those a second earlier. Wow. The red wave. Legend on the board, boys. Legend on the fucking board. Quas is allied now. Now that France, let's talk about, Ed, we talked about the different Frances. What are the different France? On this map, it's the multi-MCV, Luke Z style, dropping MCVs, dropping cannons everywhere. That's really the only way to play it. There isn't like an offensive cannon walk. I think that's the way to do it, right? Multi-MCVs?
It seems so. I mean, if you're really going to try to force that France play style, then the Luke Z is a style. But I mean, you saw what Legend did. He only needed a couple cannons just to defend some crucial points, and then he was just offense, which is my style. I love France like that.
Yeah, and I think and Legend always has the Legends. I think Legend, you see, that's how he plays Yuri's Revenge, right? He's like, I'm just gonna kind of spin shit around until I Tanya or spy you, and it worked that time. Obviously, the Grizzlies came out. Snark, have you seen this map before? This is a Frank map. Do you know it, Snark?
I actually have not, but I've been watching the stream. I saw the action and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get in on this. This is some epic stuff going down.
Yeah, Quas came out just throwing 7 different kinds of smoke versus Marco. Legend in the chat says, "Give me a crack," and I thought we were about to get a 3-0 sweep, but Legend from the ashes staying alive here and now gets his Soviet look. Oof, oof, oof. What do you think, Snark? You think Legend's got the juice for the comeback here?
I'm telling you, man, he was just warming up. You saw him on that previous game. He was all over Quas. Quas could just not keep up. I think Legends warmed up, and I think we're going to see some epic action.
Yeah, it was kind of, I mean, Ed, so why was, normally, like, to see that Mirage opening from Legend in the last game, you never see that in Red Alert 2. Why was Legend able to get over to Mirage tanks like that without it being Yuri's Revenge? It was kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it is a little risky only because you're on one war factory and Mirage builds so much slower. So I mean, the size of the map plays a big factor on it. It's a pretty large map, so you have some time to build up. If you get rushed, I mean, by the time he gets to you, you might have built up a couple miners, or I mean, a couple Mirage tanks to even help you out. But yeah, I think it's just the size of the map that allows players to go tech if they wanted to early on in this map.
Yeah, I guess just a big map, a lot of room for the Rhinos to go. Legend now, couple Rhinos on the doorstep here. Certainly doesn't. You don't want to sit back against a well-oiled France machine. So I like the pressure here from Legend, and I like this MCV move. The early gems, we've seen this work for him early on. I like the idea. He's gonna have a nice economy under him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We didn't see him move. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, I'm saying the thing you have to think about with Mirage, they're so weak until they reach this crucial point. And because Grizzlies and RE2 build so much faster, that's why you usually see Grizzlies and RE2 and not Mirages, because it leaves this opening for the Soviet player. But in bigger maps, it's definitely more viable.
Yeah, he got him out so early. Wait, the tank build speeds, it's all the tanks build different. It's a different multiplier that applies to all tanks equally, Red Alert 2 versus Yuri's Revenge. Is that right?
No, Grizzlies. Grizzlies build slower in Yuri's Revenge.
Oh, it's specifically Grizzlies.
Grizzlies and Rhinos.
Oh, right, so it's the tier ones. Okay. And these Grizzlies materializing, couple Rhinos strung out, getting pot shots. Quas.
Ooh, nice engagement there by Legend. Comes back in, puts his dogs in the front line there, but does Quas have too many Grizzlies there? He has his own fodder here, pushing them back, though you don't want to chase too much here. You can see the Grizzlies getting popped left and right here. A little too ambitious there, pushing them away. He was winning the fight for a little bit until he chased.
Yeah. He and these Grizzly numbers are curious to me. Because Legend's got this War Factory advantage. Some of his MCV moves may have slowed him down a little bit, but there's so many. It seemed like there were so many Grizzlies at the beginning of that. Rocky now chipping away.
And third War Factory now comes out for Quas. It looks like Legend on his third War Factory as well. There's an AFC out. Oh, engineers are so important right now. He has like, I don't know, 5 or 6 Grizzlies that are yellow to red health.
That is huge.
So he's Quas gonna try to get a little breather here and repair these Grizzlies. The only thing worse than a Grizzly with full health is a Grizzly with half health, because Grizzlies already have half health coming out of the War Factory. To be perfectly fucking honest.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, Legend. Okay, 2K in the bank. He's got the War Factories pumping. Now we're gonna see a little bit of a split. Quas is getting those tanks repaired. Backside split.
Yeah.
Quas a bit slow to match on that. Quas out tanking.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose this fight. He can't contest these rhinos. Whoa, cannon does come out though. That's definitely gonna help.
Cannon comes
He
out.
targets the cannon.
The tiebreaker there.
And then a couple pillboxes as well. So that's why it was funny, because you're like, when the Death Robot miscalculates, you're like, Quas, why are you sending 4 Grizzlies to defend 8 Rhinos? And then, you know, Death Robots don't miscalculate. The cannon came. It was all part of the equation.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Legend does a little oopsie, targets the cannon instead of targeting the tanks, putting his tanks next to the cannon so he doesn't get shot. I feel like that was the move.
And
Doesn't get the cannon and loses the tanks anyways.
Legend had some miners in the center there. Was that the drunk miners on their own? I don't think telemining these gems in the center makes sense, right?
Not
They're
this
so
early on, I don't
them.
think.
They're so spread out. Wow, and Legend's still on the doorstep. Just can't find a gap in the
straight.
armor. So many Grizzlies. He catches Quas a bit out of position going into one cannon. Probably another cannon coming. Is he gonna
He's
try
gonna
to
get the MCV. Does he get the MCV here? He kills off one war factory.
takes a war factory for free? He knows this Grizzly bundle. He's like one click away from losing a lot of rhinos. Tries to pounce on the backside of that rhinos. Does pick up a few, and that IFE still repairing. Very nice.
Nice.
Did he
Nice
get out of
defense
that?
there.
Yeah,
War
this,
factory.
and Oh, Legend's got his MCV topside. Ooh, befuddled his backside tanks. Oh, it's a wacky one on that cliff. That Quas comes out nicely. Quas has so many smoking tanks now. Does he keep pushing before repairing? Wow.
That repair IFE is coming in
Yeah.
clutch. It's not only just repairing them. Some of those weak Grizzlies are becoming vets now, so he might be getting some elite Grizzlies here pretty soon.
Nice map awareness. Sees a free war factory and grabs it. A lot of fodder pumping now for Legend. He's gonna need it here. Yeah, this is a hard equation because so many of these Grizzlies are smoking that. Oh, is that another IFE or is that the same one?
That's the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's still on the same one.
He's microing it nicely. Quas has this batch of dogs AFK in this battle. Service depot out now for Quas, so he might start trying to go multi-MCV or just to protect himself. Legend doesn't have many buildings. I'd like Legend to have like more shit. Would be nice, maybe.
Yeah,
Split.
here's a huge split on the right side. He's going to take out 3 miners, uncontested there for sure. Huge split going on to the left side. He can defend this one, but the right side, losing those miners is going to be so big.
Oh, that hurts.
He sends them just to get that army distracted. He's like, all right, miners, you guys are gonna die. I hate to ask this of you, but can you drive really far before dying? Left side,
Here
big.
comes another push though.
Okay.
Bottom right.
Ooh, the elite Grizzly.
It almost looks like he spied, right? Look how many vets he has.
Did he get a spy? No, they're not coming
No,
out.
he didn't.
No.
No,
That-
that's just from
It is.
repairing those.
Yeah, keep them in the fight longer. What you have to destroy 3 times your value to go vet, and then 3 times your value.
These
is that the equation?
engagements are just so good.
What
yeah,
is
3
going-
times value for it, and then another 3 times for elite.
Oh my god.
Oh, this right side's Legend, and he's broke too. You got 10. You got 10K in the bank. It's a bad position. You're broke. It's a dead position. You got to think. Grizzlies left side uncontested.
Dude, Quas hardly even utilized the France. It's just been Rhinos versus Grizzlies, and he's just been taking such good engagements and tank control. It's insane.
Yeah, and the Grizzly numbers he was able to maintain. He really dialed into this map well. He's had really good builds throughout this series. He's had a good economy behind him. Legend, is Legend still in this?
Nah,
he
look
has
at his
2
money.
miners. He has
Look at
2
his
miners.
money. Look at his money. He is completely out of this. He's dead.
Just that IFE, that NG IFE at this point could take it home.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Legend didn't want to take that MCV when he was in there. He took the War Factory for some reason and then didn't commit to taking the MCV. I feel like that was the target there for sure before the depot came out, right?
Yeah, that's one of those ones where I think when you're like, hey, Legend, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? It's like, I'm over here juggling chainsaws in a hurricane while getting kicked in the nuts. Okay, there's a yeah. I think it's funny. I love the YouTube comments that are like, you know, it'd be kind of interesting if the players built a wall around their base, and then if they put pillboxes at each opening. And I'm like, You've never juggled chainsaws in a hurricane while getting kicked in the nuts, clearly. We're going to get Ed versus Quas BO1. Someone's got to knock Quas down at a mark.
Iver just wants to get me embarrassed in public.
Ed, I'm seeing him going Korea versus your Ira. I think he's a little overconfident with his Korea pick. You know exactly what to do,
I picked
right?
the Korea for him.
Oh, you pick? Oh,
Oh my God! What are you doing to me, Ira?
Ed, you can stay in voice if you want.
got
You know me and
Okay,
Snark
good,
are only
good.
going to work against you. Feel free to stay in voice if you want.
All right, sweet.
Oh,
All right.
interesting. So Quas moving his MCV already to the center of the map.
Can you open spies on a
Oh
map
my
like this?
gosh.
Okay.
Guys.
So Isle of Destruction, another Frank map here. I like this. I like it.
So these are
There's an
completely
original
different
map like
spawns
this,
here.
right?
Yeah, there's an original map like this, but there's only those left and right spawns. It looks like I have a top versus bottom right here.
And the island
this
is
is
expanded.
different.
Interesting stuff here.
Okay, Snark, remind me of this. The hijacking mechanic, is it left over from Tiberian Sun? I thought I heard that maybe Cuba was supposed to have a hijacking unit, and then they took it out. Or is it from Tiberian Sun?
Ooh, that's a great question. I honestly don't know. I know that it's a mechanic that exists, and I've used it in mods before, but I don't know where it's left over from.
It's going to be funny in Blitz to have the engineers become hijackers. I think that's exactly what Blitz needs. Hijacking engineers. I mean, it'll almost never happen, but at least if you sell your MCV, you have an engineer. Now you can try to loop it in, have it run up the ramp of an enemy tank, and tank it over. I'm excited about it.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely.
And Snark, I think we're gonna add in Blitz. I think we're gonna do. Remember that idea you had a long time ago? Make it so you can build slave miners that deploy into oils. I think we're gonna add that into Blitz, which kind of gives you another way of opening your economy. You know, instead of just building oils, like, do you want to sacrifice early tanks to build a couple oils from your war factory? I think that could be fun as well.
That is yeah. I mean, potentially, like, who would dare on the one hand take time off making rhinos and grizzlies to dare make an extra oil? On the other hand, yeah, I like it. High risk, high reward.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. And maybe I mean, it just adds one more element, potential opening. You know, I think in game design, anytime you find yourself saying you have to do this, then there's no decision. So it doesn't exist. So instead of saying you have to build 2 or 3 oils, now it's like, or you can go crazy. You know, maybe you match Latov, you're not going to win anyway. Go early economy. Who knows? Ed with the early MCV move right into this burning city. I like it. I like his
Yeah, he's gonna get a nice economy. Gonna get gems there. Quas going for the base walk instead. Barracks already there, but Ed spots it. He's on this cliff. Let's see what kind of value Ed can get here.
Snark, correct me if I'm wrong. Is a pillbox better than a sentry gun because the animation doesn't have to turn? Does that actually make pillboxes faster at shooting?
Yeah, like, we're talking about split seconds, but yes, potentially pillboxes are a tiny bit better because the animation doesn't have to turn around before it starts shooting.
Fun fact, guys. Write that one down. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Here we go. Eagle out. Stutter step. Ed. Stutter step. Oh, you did. He missed. Nice.
He did. He missed. The Eagle missed. Really nice dodge, although this Rocketeer being super annoying. And now 2 flak tracks out for Ed. Now the Eagles do one-shot the flak tracks, which is why they're better than Harriers.
Oh, that's right. Harrier's not one-shotting. Now, Ed, without the stutter step. Ed, the stutter step. How annoying is this right now
the
to
cliff.
have
Oh, the cliff.
Okay.
But value, could get value here. Miners are retreating.
He's going to chrono that miner. Does chrono that miner. The pillbox is just materializing. Did we... Quas, buddy, obviously you can't be building pillbox in this fucking game, man. What a scrub. This is so wacky where these guys are. One Rocketeer about to take Ed's barracks.
Oh, the Eagle goes down. Very nice. Yeah, this one Rocketeer is so annoying. But a flat cannon comes up, and in the meantime, an engagement here. Quas does defend, although Ed keeping Quas in his base.
Ed, filthy rich.
Yes.
Ed is like Scrooging around in his ore right now. 6K in the bank. He got money for flat cannons. He's like, when you start building flat cannons early game, it's like, shut up. I'm gonna hit you over there with my wallet, window shopper. It's a flex. All right, Eagles making laps. Quas with a nice position in the center.
Very nice. And now Ed going to the bottom, trying to split Quas up, and he has 3 rhinos at the top. Can go for the AFC here.
He's targeting the
could
Eagles.
Go down, and in the bottom, the miners are in trouble.
One miner.
Gets a miner.
Quas moving an MCV behind. Like a little bit of a flex there.
He shouldn't be.
He shouldn't be.
Miners in the mid. I'm killing his miners in the mid.
Nice value in the mid, but now Ed is gonna have to defend his own base. Is MCV in trouble?
What?
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Dogs coming. Oh, the dogs to the front lines. Quas's MCV
Oh, but
looking
Quas
naked.
might lose. Oh, Quas MCV is gonna go down. That's it. Yeah, and he could take this. Ed can win this engagement easily, destroying these Grizzlies.
And Ed drones his
wrecking
way out.
them.
Drones his way out on the backs. Did he just NG that MC? Okay, no. MCV goes down.
Wow. And Ed looking top notch right now. Quas in big trouble. Ed is way ahead right now.
Ed way ahead.
Rocketeers, though, no anti-air from Ed. There are 2 flak tracks in the back of his base that are just chilling, doing nothing at the moment. These Rockies getting good value. Now the flak tracks come in. 2 Eagles gonna try and snipe out these flak tracks. 1 goes down.
Quas, double AFC, 5K in the bank. He's managing his Eagles and his Rockies well, but the Rhino numbers are scary. These drones are annoying, and Ed with a lot of fodder as well.
Yeah. I mean, and the way, just because of the MCV loss, the way Ed is able to expand his economy on 3 war factories, at this point, Quas is in big trouble. He does have 2 Eagle pads, so potentially maybe he could start sniping war factories with 5 Eagles, but we're gonna see if he's able to get value with that.
Yeah, he's got it. He's gonna have to try to find some value on the backside. He is
Oh,
gonna get.
but all these miners.
Oh yeah,
That-
he micro. What? How many did he lose there in the center? He just has to amputate now. Oh, but the Rhinos can
he's-
shoot down on those AFCs. Really unfortunate AFC positions here. Oh, Quas, pretty good unit
Oh,
control.
and if he puts the Rhinos on the cliff there,
Uh-oh.
these Eagles are gonna get sniped.
Oh no, and
Loses 1 AFC.
that Eagles were his offensive way back into that game too.
Absolutely, and this cliff position so annoying for Quas right now. Loses his 2nd AFC, and I think it's time to call GG.
All right, we got to BO3 it. Ed's got to hop out of voice.
BO1, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm BO1 king. I gotta go. That is it.
It's so funny because like everyone live is real, you know, like Quas gets Korea. We pick a random. We're in here in voice. Everyone's like, "Is that fair?" No, it's not fair. It's entertainment. Okay, it's entertainment.
Let Ed pick the map that Quas has never played in his life. Let Ed get the faction. Ivor picks Quas's faction. But
Hey, it was still
definitely
well played. It was well played though.
It was a good game.
Now in my head, I'm like, fuck, we should have sov versus soved and got Ed off voice and let it do it the real way. Ed, you played well, man. That was nice. It was nice.
Thank you.
Here,